made anything sweet for you in a while, so I thought that I'd show you my Nectarine Sour Green Apple Crisp. Now, I have 6 nectarines and I have 6 green apples. And as you can see, my nectarines are much bigger than my apples because these apples were homegrown at Grandma's house. So they look a little bit different and they're a little bit smaller. And if you were to buy green apples at the store, you can use 6, but I recommend that you would use 3 or 4 of the store-bought size. And I have half a cup of butter. I have 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar, a cup of white sugar. I have a cup of wheat flour, and then I have a cup of oats. Now I'm going to show you a little trick to get the skins off the nectarines. I am going to put these in boiling water, and it's going to help. And then I'm going to put, after a certain amount of time, I'm going to put them into some ice water, and that way these skins are going to come off much, much easier. Now I have tried to do it for the apples, but I have found that it just kind of makes the apples mushy and they brown faster than I can get them into. Now I am going to put these in lemon water. As I'm slicing them, I'm going to put them in some lemon and stir them up. So that just keeps it from browning and getting bad. Plus it adds a little bit of flavor to your apple crisp. So I have my water going, and I'm going to show you that. I tend to only do these 1 or 2 at a time because you're not going to have them in here for very long. Maybe 20-30 seconds. And I just kind of, and you can use a bigger pan. I just have a smaller one going just for my own purposes. But, and just enough to kind of get that skin a little bit loose from there. And then I'm going to pull it out and dip it in my ice water. And there we go. And then on to the next one. Here are my nectarines cooling off, and here are my apples peeled and soaking in the lemon juice. And now I'm going to peel the nectarines. Now another quick tip that I wanted to show you after you get your nectarines peeled, you'll take a knife and you'll cut it around that seed. You're just going to kind of cut around, go all the way around, kind of do it in sections. And then when you get it cut in sections, you can just peel them away from that seed, and then you have nice little slices. I hope I kind of conveyed that properly to you, because it's so much easier to get off that seed if you just cut it in slices when it's still put together, and then just pull them apart, and you can see that they do that real nicely. So I thought I'd share that with you. So now that my nectarines and my apples are all cut up into slices, I'm going to combine all my dry ingredients into the big bowl with my wheat flour, and I'm going to mix them up, and then I'm going to fold in my butter, and I'm going to mix it until it's all crumbly, and Liliana's going to help me. You can use your hands to do this, and it'll mix it up real nice. So here's our mixture all crumbled up, and I've already added our sweet spices to it, and as you can see, Liliana is having a good time. So I did actually add another 1/4 of a cup of butter because I felt like it wasn't crumbling enough, and that's the way it goes with recipes sometimes. Sometimes you just got to add a little something or take away a little something while you're doing it. So feel free to make it your own. And the next step is we're going to go ahead and put our peaches and apples in a glass pan, and then I'm going to crumble, and I'm going to put a little bit of vanilla on top of it, and that was my oven saying we're ready. And then I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle this on top of that, and I'll show you that. Here are my nectarines and my apples in a 9 by 13 inch glass pan, and I've already added the vanilla. That's kind of like the darker that you see already spread on it. And now I'm going to add my mixture. Here is my nectarine and sour apple crisp ready for the oven. I'm going to cook it for approximately 45 minutes or until it's bubbling and the top is brown. Here's the nectarine and sour apple crisp all done. Still kind of bubbling straight from the oven. Here's a little side view. And this tastes great with vanilla ice cream or even whipped cream. Thank you for watching.